The number one reason why holistic wellness professionals don't do business well is because business is very masculine and holistic sciences are very feminine. Hey, my name is Supriya. I'm a holistic wellness professional coach. I am here to serve you, to help you eradicate holistic wellness professionals' problems. So welcome to this week's episode where I'm going to talk to you about why holistic wellness professionals suck at business, but it is the way into their mastery as well. I used to be one such person who, when I found my calling to dive deep into my spirituality, into my line of passion of serving people with yoga, Ayurveda, I really just went in with all my heart, all my spirit into it with the attitude of service, and I learned a lot, but I sucked at business, right? So within the first 7 years of my business, I actually was about to lose everything that I had built. Well, built in terms of my professionalism, my everything, my momentum, because I wasn't running the business properly. And when I learned more about it, I realized that I wasn't relaxed enough, number one. Second, I didn't have anything to help me relax. And even though I thought I was relaxed because I was practicing a lot of spiritual practices, I actually was the opposite. I was on overdrive all the time, except I just had very good coping strategies, right? Very good coping strategies through the practices like pranayama and all of that. Now, one might say, yeah, well, that's the whole point, that pranayama and, holistic practices, they help you be more resilient. But my friend, resilience is great to have, to be used towards things that actually deserve it, right? You don't put yourself in the face of stress to test out your resilience. And what I was doing was I was working myself to the bones. I just wasn't even really truly getting any rewards for it, right? So the whole masculine and feminine behaviors were very imbalanced in my life, in that a balanced masculine was to give me a lot more structure so that my feminine could become balanced and less hyperactive. Whereas my entire life and lifestyle was imbalanced masculine, right? So I was very much in my mind and I was very much in my body as well, but in the doing mode all the time. And that's how I kept myself very focused. That wasn't the key to succeeding in business. And that's what I'm here to share with you today, which is how to balance your masculine and feminine so that you can be a better leader as a holistic wellness professional that can serve more clients, the ideal clients, and run a thriving business. So the masculine part of your business is the doing, the structures, and all sorts of things that are process related, right? So if you don't have any systems in place, then your masculine is weak in the business. Whereas the feminine is the visionary. The feminine is the one that is actually seeing the vision and has the dreams and puts the love into it. And the feminine is the one that magnetizes the ideal clients. Now, for you to do that, you have to have both work together. And a business is such a journey where you're actually always balancing the masculine and feminine, especially if you're the professional that's serving your clients, then you have to strive to keep your masculine and feminine balanced. So don't get me wrong, here is the business. We're discussing the business, not the individual. You are not your business, though you are serving people in your business, right? So let me just make sure that you've got that clear. A lot of people think that they are their business. It's not possible. It's not true. You are not your business. Yes, you are the person who serves. Yes, you are the face of your business. However, you are not the business. Have you got that? So we're talking about just the business. The business as a structure, as a machine, is a machine. The business is a machine. And the business is like a structured place. It's a structured environment. So let's take a step outside of your thoughts about the business, but look at your household, right? If you are in a house, the house is a masculine structure where you can be free and fluid and yourself. And through your decisions on how the house's ambience looks, that's the feminine. So without that structure, you can't really host the feminine, right? So the house, the structure, the orientation of things, this is all the masculinity inside the house, whereas the feminine is the fluidity of things moving, changing, shifting to be able to create that ambience. And together they make the house a home. Have I made sense? So therefore, a healthy business for a holistic wellness professional is like that. You're trying to have a great, not trying to, delete that word, the optimal business model for you, if you're serving clients, is the balanced masculine and feminine. A lot of holistic professionals don't invest in putting the right structures into their business, and therefore most of their feminine gets worn out very quickly because obviously bills start coming in and you start going into survival mode and you start scratching for, savings or going into other jobs to make money, and your entire vision gets blundered. The reason is, from the start of the business, you must put in the right systems and structures so that you always know your boundaries, you always move one step at a time to build a great foundation and keep building on top of that. So I know this is quite, going very vague right now, but I hope I'm able to describe the masculine and feminine working together in a business, because it's really important you understand this when it comes to you being a successful business owner who is the person that does the work as well. Many holistic wellness professional businesses are a branding business, right? You are the brand. Like I am the brand of my yoga and my holistic business that I've run. So you are the personal brand that people will come to work with. However, it doesn't mean that you become the business. You are not the business. You are the face of the business, right? So you are available to people when there is an agreement, and that is the masculine side of it. When you are presenting yourself as the leader for your client, that is your masculine side of it. So your client can be in their feminine. However, you being a leader, you are a balanced feminine and masculine who knows to be relaxed and be receptive and be magnetic to the clients that you want to work with. And so these are some of the energetics that we go into in my business coaching courses and programs. But I just thought I'd share with you that this is kind of something that I figured out later on, because I always thought that I am the business. But the whole, epiphany that came to me after a very long time is that I am not the business. You are not the business. You are the face of the business. The business is a structure. It's a masculine structure. It's a machine where it's made out of all sorts of processes, systems that keeps ticking without you having to be there. So when you're not there, it's still ticking because you've set it up that way. Whereas you can then relax and show up as the leader for the rest of your life, as well as your clients and your business, the machine. So, if you have any questions about this, let me know. I would love to share more with you, like content like this. I'm really loving the journey of running a business that's online now fully. And I also coach and mentor people in person. I also work in a couple of well-known, long-established colleges of Australia who work with holistic professionals and they educate them. The thing is, when you learn your craft, you must submit to the fact that you're developing yourself to learn the craft. But then the true work starts when you start working with people. And if you are in survival mode about, just trying to make money for your business, then you're not showing up as the best professional. But there is no way around learning to become a better professional without serving clients, is there? So it is only logical, masculine, to be able to create systems in place or put systems in place that make your business operations more proficient so that you can serve more clients without getting tired and you can start to thrive instead of just survive. One more thing that I want to share about the masculine and feminine in business is many of you might think business is like this, taboo thing. But a business in the modern world is just being able to operate on your own. You get maximum say in how you want to make your income, especially if you've found your calling and you know what you love doing. You can make a great business out of it. The business is a machine, right? The word business is a machine. But somehow it gets lost in translation that we somehow we become busy with it. Actually, it's far from that, right? You are selecting to work for yourself because you want to be able to generate more income in your own way and want to establish autonomy, and you want to have creative direction in your life, right? So just letting you know that being in business doesn't have to be scary, because business can be very simple. The structure of the business can be very simple. A lot of people complicate it because they're in survival mode. How do I know this? Hello, I've done it, right? If you're in survival mode, you're always going to want to stay busy. But busy work is not great work. So the step down from that is looking at balancing masculine and feminine. Busyness is the masculine, feminine is the relaxed magnetic. You got to work with both. And the way you work with both in business is you've got to set up the structures so it just keeps ticking as it should without you. You, the human, you then can show up. You can show up and put in whatever you need to be able to generate the income to feed the machine, but you still stay in your balanced masculine and feminine. Hey, I trust this has been helpful and added some value. Please leave me some questions, comments, or share this with a friend that might like this as well. And your likes, please hit the like button if this added value to your day, and share it with a friend. Now, I'm running a short course on how to double your client success rates. And yes, it's going to be a masculine thing, but so that you can also show up more relaxed and like a leader for your clients. If you'd like to learn more, DM me and I'd love to share more with you. Until then, see you next week.